Yes, there is a verifiable report that is trending on social media. Cubana Chief Priest finally, kind of sue Helen Ati. This lady is a Kenya lady who has been calling out Cubana Chief Priest over her child, saying that the father of my child is Cubana Chief Priest, and this has been going on social media and becoming something else on social media. But the report we have right here from the camp of Kubana Chief Priest is that he has actually sued Helen Ati through his counsel, Emeka Ugoye. That is what we got right now, representing the plaintiff. And then a lot of people are saying that what is the motive for it? According to report, it was filed in a Kenyan court, magistrate court. That is what we still got. And then the stake is that he is seeking a legal restraint against Helen to stop her alleged defamation online. That is defamation of character. And the context is that Helen has repeatedly claimed he fathered her son and is demanding a DNA test. He has denied any relationship with Helen. So a lot of people are now online saying that apart from denying, so go and do the DNA so that you go clear your name from this. It has become embarrassing for him at a time. So he got to sue. And one thing I understand by this sue of a thing is that, he is really interested in the case, like, trying to quiet this lady for defamation of character. But he has to do the paternity test. That is what a lot of people are now saying online. Like what I have, they said, why can't the lawyer advise him to do DNA so as to put this to rest? And another person came out to say, serving her papers for defamation when you can't prove her wrong sounds really stupid to me. That is what the reactions on social media is right now. So based on the reactions on social media, a lot of people are really coming out to say, you know what, Kubana Chief Priest, you get to really understand this thing. You get to do the DNA and put it out there so that this thing could be laid to rest, and then maybe you sue this lady for defamation. So what I understand is that Kubana Chief Priest, they sue for defamation. And another thing is that there is no evidence he refused a DNA test. That is something you got to understand, because the lady, they say make he enter Kenya, can't do the DNA, or then go UK and all those kind of things. But filing in court for defamation doesn't automatically resolve paternity crisis. That is what Kubana Chief Priest, the council needs to actually advise him, on. That is, the lawyer needs to advise Kubana Chief Priest. And the specific legal documents have not been independently verified by major legal sources. They appear via lawyer and media, social media accounts. So we don't really get whether it is really authentic or not, because we've not heard from the camp of Kubana Chief Priest. That is something I got to understand about this thing. But all the same, according to a report, Kubana Chief Priest has officially sued Helen in a Kenya court, seeking a defamation injunction against her. However, no DNA test or paternity proceedings are currently part of the suit. That is what a lot of people are now looking at. So what is your own take about it? What do you feel about this? What is your own body language? I want you to put that in the comment section, because a lot of people are really coming out to say, based on what they are reading from that legal document, it be like say Kubana Chief Priest now him be the father of the child, because in the lawsuit it didn't make mention of really having a paternity test and all those things, but he has not refuted a paternity test. That is also one thing we need to understand, because no statement from Kubana Chief Priest refusing a paternity test, but the location, the choices of the woman is what is really involved right now. But ever since this actually came out, the woman is still ranting on social media, and that is quite disturbing at the time, and a lot of people are really getting concerned about it. So what is your own take about all of this? I want you to put that in the comment section. Davido 50 Cent is something that a lot of people are trying to make mockery of and saying a lot of things. Last, Davido did perform at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and a lot of people could really get that when he joined Chris Brown on stage. That is really massive before the audience. Remember that Davido has pulled out of a concert that was supposed to have 50 Cent and Mary J. Blige, and a lot of people whiffed it against Davido, despite he made a statement on being disrespected as an African artist, or African artists being disrespected. We could see that happened at the BET, where the likes of Irasta was given her awards on back at the backstage. That is something we not need to understand. From the story of Wizkid actually coming out to say, BET, if you are giving me award backstage, you better keep your award and other things, because we have a lot of artists really standing up for their right. That is something I kind of understand. But based on what we are having right now, a lot of people are really coming out to say, you know what, it be like say 50 Cent no one Davido and all those kind of things. Why some other persons are really coming out to say, you know what, it be like say they use Davido name take sell ticket, or take sell ticket for UK. That is what a lot of persons are really saying. So what is your own take about it? Based on what Davido cited, he said yes, he cannot stand it when Africans are being disrespected. So he didn't give us the full details of how he was disrespected as an African artist, and a lot of people are just assuming for us. So what is your own take about all of this? Very soon they're not going to respect some artists in Nigeria again. Based on what is coming in from Iblis, he said, talk about petrol price in Nigeria, in Lagos especially, 955 a liter. That is what is asking. A joke of a country. That is something coming in from Iblis, Oga Boss. And then somebody responded, some of your fellow artists will still go and perform for him in 2027 campaign. And then he said, sadly. So that is one thing we really get. The likes of Timaya and a lot of others did performed, on artists, during his last election. But some persons are saying that despite this, some artists go see come out and then perform for this guy. That is what they are really saying. So what is your own take about all of this? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section so that you can have a take on what you feel. Davido's 5th album departs the Billboard World Album Chart. It peaked at number 2 and spent about 8 weeks on that particular chart. That is something we are really getting from Charts Africa. So a lot of people are saying that the Timeless album of Davido actually did well, but comparing that Timeless album to this 5th album of Davido, this 5th album is outperforming. That is something I got right here. So what is your own take about it? I want you to put your own comments in the comment section. Before I jump off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos.